If you live or work in another country, or if you have friends and family that you send money to abroad, a multi-currency account can be a really useful tool for you. Today, we're going to talk about multi-currency accounts and how you can use them. A multi-currency account is an account that's offered by banks or fintech companies that allow you to send, receive, and hold money in different currencies. It can be really helpful if you're a student studying abroad in an international country. Maybe your parents are sending you dollars and you need to spend money in euros. Or maybe you're a digital nomad and you receive paychecks in one currency, but you need to be able to spend it in a local currency. Or maybe you're planning an event in another country, like a wedding, and you need to send money for down payments. It can be really helpful to have a service that allows you to transfer funds from one currency to another quickly and inexpensively. Perhaps the best reason to get a multi-currency account is if you're trying to save money on money transfers and currency exchanges. Multi-currency accounts make it much easier to send and receive money so that you don't have to use a traditional expensive wire service. These kinds of services can also be pretty inconvenient for the person receiving money because they might have to go fetch it from somewhere, as opposed to getting it directly into their accounts. If you're looking to make regular currency exchanges, it can also be beneficial to have a multi-currency account because you're able to avoid a lot of the fees that come from traditional third-party exchange services, like the ones that you'd find at the airport. Finally, the convenience of a multi-currency account is that you can look at your money in all kinds of currencies on your personalized dashboard. This can be especially helpful if you're looking to make a currency exchange and you want to time it so that you get the most for your money. Also, something that's really great about multi-currency accounts is that they often come with country-specific routing numbers, which means it's a lot easier to send money in a particular country because it'll look like the money is coming from within the country. Perhaps the best use of a multi-currency account is if you live, work, or frequently travel to other countries, or if you have friends, family, or business associates that you frequently send money to who live in other countries. If you're looking to just do a one-time trip or make a one-time money transfer, a multi-currency account might be more than you need. Both credit cards and multi-currency accounts allow you to spend as a local, but only multi-currency accounts allow you to quickly transfer and receive money. Most multi-currency accounts, which are also called foreign currency accounts, are reserved for businesses and high net worth individuals. They can be opened through international or private banking services at banks such as Citibank and HSBC. Two notable exceptions are Wise and Revolut, two fintech companies that offer multi-currency accounts for the general public and businesses. Both of these fintech options offer competitive rates, a mobile app, and a debit card. So really, it's just a matter of researching to decide which is the better option for you. Using money abroad can incur costs, but a multi-currency account isn't the only way to limit expenses. Here are 4 other travel-friendly options to consider. Credit cards with no foreign transaction fees. For everyday purchases when you can use physical cards or mobile wallets. Debit cards with no foreign ATM fees. For cash withdrawals, especially in countries where cash is heavily used. Generally, these debit cards and the checking accounts they're connected to don't have foreign transaction fees either. Currency exchange services from your bank for cash you'll bring on your next trip. See if your bank or credit union has this service, since it's cheaper than using kiosks at the airport. Non-bank money transfers for sending wires overseas while in the US. Companies such as Wise and OFX offer standalone transfers internationally that have competitive rates and low to no fees. If you're ready to start shopping around for a multi-currency account, keep in mind the following. First of all, multi-currency accounts are not meant to be the main place that you store lots of cash. They're meant to be a service that you use for transfers or currency exchanges. Instead, you should look for a bank account to hold the most of your cash because you're going to want to be able to earn interest and you want to pay low or no fees. In fact, when you are searching for a multi-currency account, keep fees and limits in mind. Some services might allow you to only send a certain amount of money per day, or they might have rules and regulations for the country that you're working within with your money. In fact, it's really important to look into other countries when it comes to managing your finances. Some countries have laws about how much money you're allowed to carry on hand or travel with. The US, for example, only allows you to bring $10,000 in cash before you have to report it to customs. As with any kind of travel, it's important to know what you're getting into before you send money or travel to that location. If a multi-currency account sounds like it's a good option for you and your financial situation, then the next thing you want to do is research to make sure you're finding an account that has all the features that you're going to need. For example, you want a service that actually operates within the country that you're planning to transfer money in and out of. Also, you want to make sure that the currency exchange rate for whatever currency you want to use works well with that service. Also, you want to make sure that you're looking for a service that has minimal fees and has transfer limits that work best for you in your situation. Ultimately, this account is meant to service you, and you want to make sure that it fits all the needs that you have as you're traveling or sending money in and out of the country. I'm Chanelle Bessette, and I'm a banking writer with NerdWallet. If you're looking for more information on money transfer services, go to our website. Also, if you feel like you learned something, like this video and subscribe.